the big picture question, is Holland the right man for this job?
I don't know.
Difficult question.
And I oftentimes don't know, but I don't think it's a bad hire. Like, he is put in a tough spot given what they are up against with the cap and the positions they have filled and the money that they are paying out. But if anyone is in a position to have the resume to get them out of this jam, I thought it was Ken Holland. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there, a lot of keyboard jockeys who don't like it, who want to see someone younger, want to see someone who banks on analytics. And Ken Holland had this on Marek Wyszynski podcast way back in the day. He had a quote that a lot of people are going with right now, and he says, "The analytics we use are gut analytics." Listen, I don't care what analytics he used. He also had 4 cups. Sixero's got some real
I use gut analytics all the time, kids. Let me tell you something.
It's different. It's how he chooses his food at lunchtime.
That's gut analytics right there.
But, like, listen, he had 3 cups in 22 years as a GM, and he was an assistant GM for another one of those cups. So if you're the Edmonton Oilers and you're looking for someone to right the ship, to have some autonomy, to not worry about what the owner is saying and not worry about what the old guard in the club is saying, wouldn't you think that a guy with this kind of resume who basically said, I would rather have some autonomy here than having to deal with the old guard and or the owner, be the guy for you? If you're Oilers fans, I'm talking about. Like, the job that will be done, I'm not going to predict that. It's hard. It's hard work. I thought Peter Chiarelli was a good hire for the Edmonton Oilers.
A lot of people in that market
thought it was a good hire. A lot of people thought it was a good hire because he came with the pedigree. And I know that you're scared of that because of Peter Chiarelli. But I think that they did their due diligence. I think McCrimmon decided to stay in Vegas. Mark Hunter was another. I mean, the young guys in this mix are 50 years old, which is rather ironic. But I think you found yourself a guy that can carry you. And he's got the resume. Let him. They've hired him. I can't believe I'm saying this about a 4-time Cup winner.
Give him a chance.
Give him a chance. That's what we're doing here. And maybe Edmonton can sort me out here. Maybe there's a bunch of people that haven't weighed in on Twitter that feel like this is a really good hire, and we're just hearing the vocal minority, which we often do. But it seems like there's way too many pissed off about this hire.
I think part of what we're also hearing in terms of the hire is it's not a rebuke of a guy who's won 4 cups, because that's kind of insane. But the trust level in Bob Nicholson, I don't think, is overly high in that market, if I'm being honest about it. Right. I think part of this is Nicholson related.
Well, I think it's their entire management for the last 2 decades related.
You can paint everyone with the same brush.
Yeah.
But I think that's playing a part in this.
And there's a level of distrust.
Bingo. I don't care how many cups he's won. This is a Canadian market, man. And we've seen a lot of American GMs with almost zero media scrutiny on them from the States think they could. And you can't. You need to have a level of thick skin, unlike I've rarely seen, to be a successful Canadian GM in an NHL city. We're going to find out with Ken Holland. I respect Ken Holland a lot, but we've seen a lot of guys with resume. The Peter Chiarelli fall from grace was unlike anything I've ever seen, but it happened, and it happened in that market. Tim, I'll judge him based on one move. One move.
Lucic?
It's Lucic. If he can make the Lucic move look good, he has got my full support in that market. Yeah, not that you need it, but I will be a full-time believer in Ken Holland if you can get rid of a contract that, I mean, it's hazardous, literally hazardous. You couldn't trade this deal for the last 2 years. Yeah. If he can do that with some mode of respect in terms of what the franchise gets out of it. Right. I think he'll win over a lot of people, Tim. That's a big move for Ken Holland, is the Lucic deal.